In this video, we will talk about how to set up your Eclipse workspace and write Java programs. So I hope by now all of you have already installed JDK as well as Eclipse as your preferred IDE. Because this is the IDE which we will be using in this class, and all the demos which we will do together, I will be using Eclipse. So let's just start. So the first thing I want to do is to actually create a folder on my desktop, and this folder will be your Eclipse workspace. So let me just name it CSC 110. Let's see, fall 2020. You can name it, anything else as well, but this is what I am naming it. So this is the folder right here. So once it's created, then you can go ahead and start Eclipse. So there we go. I have installed the latest one. So do not click launch here. You have to browse and then go to your desktop, and on your desktop you can find this folder. So you can see CSC 110 fall 2020. This is your workspace. So I selected that, and then you go ahead and click select folder, and now you can launch your Eclipse. So from now on, this is the place where all of your Java projects and then files and folders are going to be in it. So this is your go-to place for all of your CSC 110 programs. So here we go, Eclipse started. Let me go ahead and close the welcome window, and let's just go ahead and close all the windows which we won't be using. So let's just close this again, and it looks pretty good now. So the first thing we do after creating the workspace and starting Eclipse is to create a Java folder. In Eclipse, all of your programs, Java source code files, the programs, they are all inside a project. So let's just go ahead and create a project. So new file, it's a Java project. So let's just go ahead and select that. You can name your project. Let's see, since we'll start from chapter 1, so I am going to name it as chapter 1 program. So all of my chapter 1 programs, they are going to be inside this project. So as you can see already in Eclipse, the workspace is a folder, and inside the workspace, you will have your project folder. So you can see that this is your project folder, chapter 1 program. So this is the highest folder inside your workspace for chapter 1 programs, and inside this folder, you will see your source. You will see other files and folders. So for now, you can see this SRC. SRC is the short form for the source code. And this is the place where your Java files, your Java source code files are going to be saved or stored in here. And as you probably know, the Java source code file has an extension of .java. So let's just go ahead and do that. So in order to create your Java source code file, which basically going to store your programs, I'm going to right click on source folder, new, and this time it is going to be a class, because in Java, all your program consists of a class. So they are basically a class. So that's why we select class there. And then as you can see, your cursor blinking right here, name, right? So let's just name it hello world, and that's pretty much it. You are not going to write .java here, because Eclipse is going to add the extension .java by itself. So if you by mistake add the extension .java here, then your source code file is going to have two extensions, .java, and this is something we don't want. So let's just go ahead and click finish. So as soon as we do that, you can see that here hello world.java appears. So this is your source code file, and in here you're going to write all of your code. And like I said earlier, in Java, all the programs are a class, and a class is just a blueprint. We will talk more about classes declaration in later videos, because in this video we are only want to see how to set up the Eclipse workspace and compile and execute your program. So I'm not going to go into that detail as right now. So inside the public class declaration, there is one more thing that goes in here, which is a public static void main. So let me just say that main is a method in Java, and as you can see that it has a name and a body. So main is the name of the method, and then the body is like open and close curly braces. So all of your code is going to go in here. So all code resides inside main for now. And then in here, you can write your program and then you can compile and execute. So in order to run your program, you go here, you can see this arrow and it says run hello world.java. You can go ahead and click that and it will compile. Since this program is not doing anything, it will compile without any, errors. But since we did not write anything inside the main method, nothing is going to happen. But let's just go ahead and do that just for fun. Here you go. So save and launch. It will save your Java file, and then you said OK. And you can see that nothing happens because it's not doing anything. And once your program runs, this is the place where your output will show up. So let me just quickly write a statement system.out.println, and I just write a string, a text or a message if you want to call it, hello world in here. And this is the way of Java to actually, send this text here inside quotation to the output window. So if I go ahead and click run again, and this you can see right here, you'll see hello world. This is the output of your program, and the console shows up right here. And hello world is your output right here. One thing I just want to point out is this that this name of the class hello world has to be exactly the same as your Java file. So you can see hello world uppercase H and uppercase W. And in this case, you can also see uppercase H and uppercase W. So they have to be exactly the same in order for your program to compile. This is very important. And before you actually submit this, any program on Canvas, you make sure that you write the standard comment header here and all the information about standard comment header you can find in the programming resource module. So there are a couple of documents here there that are very important, and I would like all of you to review before you submit, any of your programs. So this is this, and now let's just see where you're going to find this hello world.java, because this is the file which you will upload on Canvas. So if you can recall, we created this folder on our desktop and I called it as Eclipse Workspace. So if you go in here, you can see your chapter 1 programs folder, which is basically a project. We created this folder as a project inside Eclipse. And if I click that and go in here, I can see SRC folder. This is the place you will find all of your chapter 1 Java programs. And this is the, the file which you are going to upload on Canvas. So this is pretty much it for this video, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye.